What's up, fathers? It's your brother CJ. Welcome to the Divorce and Custody channel for men. Today I want to do a reaction to a video from Mindfully Ready from TikTok. This video is going to show you the kind of woman that you should not marry. The kind of woman that probably would go for you, but you should not go for that kind of woman because that ends in divorce. Now, some of you are going to be in a position now where you are divorced and you are now looking for another woman. And I want to show you and decode the language of a woman so that you know what to look for and what to get rid of. All right, so let's get started.
I wasn't physically attracted to my first two husbands. Now, how does one do this? I met husband number one when I was 19 years old, while still in a relationship with a narcissist. Those of you who have had the pleasure of being in a relationship with a narcissist know that when you come out of that relationship, you feel like a giant pile of garbage. Absolutely no self-confidence. Self-esteem went down the toilet a long time ago. And
so let's decode what she said. She was married to two husbands that she was not attracted to. But don't miss what she said. She said she was in love with a narcissist, and when she came out of that relationship, she felt like garbage. So she found a guy who she was not really attracted to, but he looked like he was good enough to be able to settle down with. And then she settled down with that person because at that time what she needed was not love. She needed someone who would validate who she is.
Severe abandonment issues. And after breaking up and getting back together a few times, my first husband and I decided to get married after an 8-week engagement. Now, I had always seen him as more of a platonic relationship. He was always a very good friend to me. He was kind, he was supportive, he knew that my self-esteem was terrible and always tried to make me feel better.
Even though she wasn't attracted to him, he knew one thing. He knew that her self-esteem was in the garbage. So what she did was she chose him because he was gonna fulfill that validating role that she needed from the narcissist, but the narcissist was not gonna do it, and she found someone else who was weak, who needed or wanted someone like her because she was above his station.
He was basically the complete opposite end of the spectrum to my narcissist. He was safe. So I convinced myself that not being attracted to him was shallow of me. I told myself that that didn't matter, and it was what was inside that counted. How he treated me, that was what was most important. Now, as you can probably guess, there was a lot missing in that relationship.
Now right here, I want you to notice that she said she had to convince herself that the outside doesn't matter, the artificial stuff doesn't matter, it's what's inside that mattered. But as you can tell, she wasn't physically attracted to the guy. So she said a lot of things were missing from the relationship because she didn't feel him like that. She didn't give him any sex, she didn't give him anything. He was just a guy who was there to fulfill a role of giving her compliments and making her feel like a queen, which is what the other guy did not do. So she married him, she wasted his time, and then she moved on when she was now re-upped in her feelings because he had to compliment her and do all kind of things to make her feel like a queen, even though she didn't really care for him.
Not only because I saw him as someone who was more platonic, but because when I started that relationship, I had no idea who I was or what I even wanted. So after that divorce, did I take the time to heal? No. I hopped right into another narcissistic relationship.
Now notice she said that she had no idea who she was. She just saw him as a platonic friend and she just kind of got with him, but actually she knew who she really was. She was trying to convince herself that she wasn't that person because the kind of person she wants, that Chad, that Tyrone, that Brad, that guy was not biting. The guy who was there was the friend zone guy. And so she settled down with the friend zone guy, knowing very well that she's gonna get to a point where she's gonna get tired of him, okay?
So after that relationship, did I take the time to heal? No. I went to the other end of the spectrum, found a really nice guy, and had him move in within 3 months. And then we got married. After some therapy and antidepressants, I realized I was not in a healthy relationship. And
now notice that when she broke up with the platonic friend guy, she went right back again to another narcissist. In other words, she knows that the kind of narcissist, the kind of boyfriend she wants is the kind of boyfriend who values himself. When she says a narcissist, she's saying someone who values themselves enough to make her accountable, enough to show her that she needs to be a worthy person in order to be married to that guy. That guy will make her prove her chops. But the guys who think that she's attractive, that are in her friend zone, those guys will marry her. Notice how she said In 3 months, they had moved in together and got married and then had to go through therapy. And then again, the guy she had married was a platonic friend who wasn't the kind of guy she's attracted to.
So after that relationship, did I take the time to heal? No. I went to the other end of the spectrum, found a really nice guy, and had to move in within 3 months. And then...
Now notice she says in this part, finally she took time out to heal. After having broken 2 covenants of marriage, 2 whole men are out there brokenhearted because someone chose them for their own validation. And then she took time out to find healing so that she wouldn't settle. Because guess what? She already knew she was settling for the guys when she went for those guys. It wasn't because she wanted them, it was because she wanted validation.
While still in a relationship with a narcissist. Those of you who have had the pleasure of being in a relationship with a narcissist know that when you come out of that relationship, you feel like a giant pile of garbage.
For women, when they say that the guy is a narcissist, what they're saying is that that guy was above her league. In other words, she didn't qualify for that guy. He was above her station. So what she did was she couldn't get him to be tamed so that she could get married to him. So she found other guys who were beta males, or for the lack of a better term, they looked like they had a good head on their shoulders and they could provide, but she didn't love them. She didn't care for those guys. She needed validation. So how does that impact you and me when we're looking for a future spouse? You see, the person that you should get with, the person that you should put a ring on their finger, should be a person that actually loves you. In other words, not someone who's going to put you through the hoops of trying to take her out to 15,000 dinners, paying rings from Tiffany's, and doing all kind of things, going to the mountain and back before she will even go on a date with you to say yes, she will marry you. That's the kind of person that you might have married because you had to show her that you were capable of loving her, you were capable of doing so much for her. Guess what? The person that the women call narcissist, that person is actually a man who values himself. He values himself so much that he makes women accountable. They have to earn his presence. They have to earn their right to be his wife. Therefore, they will break all the rules for him. He doesn't have to take them out. He doesn't have to buy anything. He doesn't have to even give them anything. They will marry that guy. Even if they were in a relationship, they will drop that relationship fast for that guy because that guy is a guy who values himself. You have to be the kind of guy who values yourself, and you have to make sure that the woman that you marry next has to be a woman who actually loves you and doesn't put you through some hoops in order for you to be married to her. You are the price, she's not the price. You're the one who brings the name to the marriage. You're the one who brings the resource to the marriage. You're the one who brings structure to the marriage. Don't marry a person who is confused and who thinks they're settling for you. You are settling for them. All right, guys, tell me what you think in the comments. If you agree, don't agree, and let me know. Also, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to support the channel. Hit that notification bell for new videos. And I have the ebook, the 10 things that your lawyer won't tell you about divorce and custody. You can get it at this link right here. And in the meantime and in between time, if you want to schedule an appointment for one-on-one coaching with me, then you can hit me up on the contact list right here at this website or at this link. In the meantime and in between time, it's CYA. Cover your assets.